And then the second stage is where you begin to observe some, downy hair. Downy hair are soft, fluffy hairs, that are you see them relaxed on your skin, parts, your armpits and all of that. They're just very, fluffy and soft. Then you begin to see the third stage, scant hair growth. You see that the hairs, amidst these downy hairs, you begin to find some significant, you begin to see some significant strong hairs, darker hairs. They are very scant, scant. And then after this stage 4 is the terminal hair that fills the scanty region. So region. So this, as I said, is thicker. The thicker is more. You see them coming up, trying to overtake the downy hair, the fluffy hairs, the soft hair. They're replacing them gradually. Then the fifth stage is the terminal scant hairs that extends beyond the inguinal increase to the thighs. So here is when you see the hairs are becoming thicker at the pubic region, extending towards your thighs. These signs are coming gradually. That these are stages. And when these stages are coming up, you begin to observe that puberty has actually set in. Yes, the sexual hormones have been triggered in the brain, and these changes are occurring. They are in stages. Then, what are the signs? The major signs. These are the minor signs you observe. Other significant signs that you observe includes budding of the breast. See, it starts coming out gradually. And it's important to note that at the early stage of the body, you observe that one part of your breast might be bigger than the other, and sometimes you might be feeling pains. That's normal, except the pains increases and persists for too long. But something that lasts for 1 week, 2 weeks, sometimes 1 month, and it eases off. And we observe that as time goes on, the whole thing begins to balance. Some people say one side is usually bigger than one side of their breast. That might be normal, as you're growing up, but I know that with time, it balances off, with time. Yes. So, but when the pain persists for too long, you need to consult your doctor. Usually a minor pain that happens during the body stage. It happens for 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe 1 month, and it eases off. And it's not excruciating. It's not a pain that is so excruciating that, overwhelms you. So when you experience such thing, you need to go to the doctor. So in girls, you begin to observe widening and broadening of the lips. You begin to also observe some voice changes. Yes, in girls, you observe some voice changes. Their voices becomes a little bit thicker and more mature. It begins to grow. It begins to you see that the voice becomes more prominent, more pronounced, more thicker, as they speak. It doesn't sound like an infant's voice anymore. In the early stages of puberty too, you also observe that your teenage girl sweats more than necessary. You observe that your teenage girl at the early stage of puberty tends to sweat more. So at this stage, we encourage parents to get them some deodorants to help cushion the effects of the sweating. And then this results because the oil gland is secreting more oil at that stage. Don't forget that the brain has triggered the sexual hormones, and a lot of things are going on, which is leading to the maturity of the teenage girl. So one of the significant effects is the secretion of more oil by the oil gland, which makes the child to sweat, the teenage girl to sweat more. It also happens in the boys. And at this stage, you see that they tend to, they need to have more frequent baths. It's recommended that they have more frequent baths, and it's also recommended that they use some deodorants. Yes. And we also observe that they also start developing some acne. Acne. Some people call it pimple. In Nigeria here we call it pimples. So you find that it's part of the growth process. However, when it becomes, more and more, even up to the late stage of puberty, you need to consult your doctor. These are basic changes. We have mentioned the hips, the widening of the hips and the thighs. We mentioned the breast growth, body and growth. We mentioned the increase in height. We mentioned changes in voices, acne, sweating, and all that. So we want our young girls, teenage girls, to take note of these things, that they are normal. They are normal stages that ushers them into womanhood, that qualifies them for reproduction. So just like we defined earlier. So we want them to understand that when these changes are happening, they should be able to understand how they would, that is normal. Now, in our next episode, we are going to be looking at other things that happens during puberty and how they should be managed. Things you should do when this puberty begins to set in, or even before the puberty sets in. So I hope that you have learned a lot in this episode. So don't keep it to yourself. Click on the share button and share to your friends, share your social media handles, and then subscribe if you have not subscribed. Click on the subscription button, notification button, and go to the comment section. Tell us more on the things you know about puberty. Tell us the area more you want us to talk about. Tell us, ask your questions. Tell us about your concerns. I'm sure that we're going to see today. Thank you so much. I'm so looking forward to seeing you in our next video. Bye.